Namaste everybody. We are now coming to the 11th part of the Mahabharata series, in which I am going to give you the Panchanga proof for Kali Yuga date. Why Panchanga proof for Kali Yuga date? Earlier we have shown you that 3067 researchers are showing Kali Yugam Prāptaṃ Viddhi verse from Mahabharata, which was uttered by Krishna when Bhima killed Duryodhana on the last day of the war. They claim that Kali Yuga had come at the time itself, that Krishna was living after Kali Yuga also. No, our Pramana says that Krishna, as soon as Krishna left the world, Kali Yuga started. As long as he was there was no Kali Yuga. But they claim to the contrary. Then they have to give the Pramana for that. I am asking them to give the number of days or years that have elapsed from Kali Yugam Prāptaṃ Viddhi till today. They have to answer. I will give you the Pramana for the claim that I am making. The claim that I am making is that 3101 BCE was the Kali Yuga begin date when Krishna left the world. I have already talked about the Puranic and other Pramanas. Now I am here giving a Shabda Pramana from Siddhanta. Siddhanta Shorimani by Bhaskara II has said that 3179 years before the current Shalivahana Shahabda, we have the Kali Yuga. That is 3179 years before Shalivahana Shaka, you get 3101 BCE. That is the beginning of the Kali Yuga. So this is the Shabda Pramana I am giving. What is the Pramana the 3067 BCE researchers are giving? Let them give. If they are not giving, please ask them to give. And then I am giving a very native, that is at the bottom level. What is happening at the bottom level? Bottom level means the native astrologist. Common man, what does he follow? This is the horoscope of a common man from a village near Tiruvannamalai. This was written by a native astrologer who doesn't use the computer astrology at all. He manually calculates and he manually writes in the traditional way. See, in the traditional way, he is giving the year, that is, the person is born in the year 1986. First, he gives a Shalivahana year, 1908, then converts it into the Kali Yuga year, 5087. So, 5087 minus 1, 1986 gives you 3101 BCE as the beginning of the Kali Yuga. This is the standard way in the horoscopes it's written. What is the Kali Yuga beginning year? You can find out how many Kali Yuga years have elapsed at the time of birth of a person. So we have this as a continuing Pramana for us. Not only that, the Panchangas all over India, nearly 7,000 Panchangas are there. They are all mentioning the Kali era at the present year. That is, as on 2025, 5126 years have elapsed. And for the 5127th year is running in 2025-26. Here I am showing the Panchanga from Jaipur Shri Bharati Panchanga. It gives that, the same thing. Jyoti Panchang says that. All North Indian popular Panchangs. This is Varanasi Panchang. Kashi Panchang says the same. Ramswarup Panchang of Ayodhya and then Bharadwaj Panchang of Haridwar also says the same. Now I am picking up the Madhva Panchangas because Kali Yugam Prāptaṃ Viddhi was justified by the 3067 BCE people by quoting Madhvacharya's Tatparya Nirnaya. We also told Madhvacharya never said that Kali Yuga started then. He also agreed that when Krishna was there, only Krita Yuga was running, not Kali Yuga. So you look at the Madhva Panchangas. This is Raghavendra Mata Panchanga, Madhva Panchanga, which says 5126 BC, 5126 years only for Kali Yuga. That as on Chaitra 2025. And Uttaradi Mata also gives the same number, 5126 years only. If you look at the other Advaita, Kanchimat, and then Shrinkeri Mat and Vaishnava Panchangas and local Panchangas, all of them are giving this same number. This is the Pramana for us. You don't have to look for some books or something to find out how many Kali years have elapsed. We are a living evidence for the Kali Yuga, the age now. So they have to give there is those who claim to the contrary. On the contrary, they have to produce their evidences. And another issue also has to be resolved here. People say it's not 3101, it is 3102. Because actually you should look at it, how it was arrived at. It was brought by Ebenezer Burgess, a foreigner who based his date on the Julian period, not on the our sidereal dates. And it doesn't include a 0 year in between. So you convert the Julian into Gregorian, even then it will be 3102. But in January it will be, and then if in Julian date, it will be in February, like this. So you have to add the 0 year for them. These problems are all there in the astronomy simulator. But for us, it's a continuous counting only. So why not you introduce the date as 3101 BCE as the beginning of Kali Yuga? Because that only will solve lot of problems and confusions. All our inscriptions, more than 900 inscriptions contain some evidence for Kali Yuga date, which comes to 3101 BCE. It's a continuous one. You may ask, why, where is the 0 year? In continuous counting, there is no 0 year. Only when they have this BCE and this CE, they have the series, 0 year. For that also, the corresponding year name is there for us. That is Raudri year. 0 year, that is in the Gregorian or the Julian. The 0 year has a corresponding year in our system as Raudri. So we have a continuously counting years only, which is very easy to follow, and that is native. Why not we follow our native method? So 36th year before this 3101 BCE is a 3136 BCE. That is the year of the Mahabharata war. It's such a simple arithmetic. But the researchers have confused it. They have just made a very big fuss about it. They have just altered the very simple arithmetic. Actually, they ignored the arithmetic, I should say. And they are all focused on what is called some astronomical dating. I don't know who introduced that word. There is no astronomy in that in Mahabharata. Only astrology is there. And then for astronomical dating, they depend on the astronomy simulators, which are also redundant or unsuitable for us. Without knowing that, they are confusing people, like very common people. Please understand. I appeal to the common man to understand the mess there that is being created by the Mahabharata researchers and understand the basic truth about our culture, the kind of terminologies we use, the kind of arithmetic we use, the way that we deduce the years. Please understand that. Please spread this widely with your friends. And with that, we are coming to the end of part 11. And in the part 12, we will see more of this kind. Thank you.